Hey everyone, it's the Geeky Gamer. So if you've seen my April Fool's video this year, or the community post I made after the first teaser released, you'd know I didn't have the highest hopes for a Minecraft movie. However, I still wanted to see it. I figured it'd be absurd enough to be entertaining and a so bad it's good movie. Well, I got the chance to see it with some friends just 2 days after release, the quickest I've seen a new movie. In my opinion, it's a very stupid movie, but so incredibly fun. Here's my review of a Minecraft movie. For real this time. I want to talk visuals first, since that's one of the big things a lot of people were worried about. Making Minecraft look realistic was never going to be great, and we saw that with quite a few cursed designs. Most of them were in the trailers and other promo material, so there wasn't much new. There was an evoker that showed up for a few seconds and didn't do anything, so we didn't get a good look at it. There was a pig who was wearing Technoblade's crown and was referred to by Steve as a legend. That was a nice tribute. But yeah, their designs were fine. The hoglins looked fine too. Overall, I got pretty used to the designs. We had months to accept them, and they ended up not being too distracting, even if they're still kind of cursed. Landscape and structures were fine, but I really would have liked if they could have made stuff more accurate. There's some weird stuff going on with roof stairs that somebody noticed. Before we get to story and character stuff and cameos, let's talk music. There's a couple of arrangements of existing music from the game, including some of C418's tracks. Notably, it does not include Mice on Venus. Warner Bros. Had no legal right to issue copyright claims for that, and they have thankfully rescinded them. There's also a fun use of pig steps, so both C418 and Lena Raine have now gotten their music in a theatrical film. That's cool. And there was plenty of original music composed by Mark Mothersbaugh, who I recognize as the composer of the LEGO Movie soundtrack. I got to hear a lot of the original tracks pretty clearly in the live in-game event, and they're good. There's also a few songs sung by Jack Black that were kind of fun, but the shorter jokey ones didn't quite reach the height of Peaches. The more full song, I Feel Alive, was a bit catchy though. Unfortunately, there was some reliance on licensed music. I'm fine with it in the Earth scenes, but even with as much as I like the music at the B-52s, Private Idaho is no place in a Gas and Elytra Canyon chase scene. Alright, writing time. First, our characters, with some mention of their acting. Right off the bat is Jack Black as Steve, and he hammed it up the whole time. Honestly, I'm fine with that. This movie is goofy and weird as frick, so absolutely play it up, even if he's playing Jack Black more than Steve. He actually doesn't act like a Minecraft encyclopedia as much as the trailers will make you believe. Most of his lines like that are in the trailers. Next is Jason Momoa as Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison. He's constantly trying to seem like a tough macho guy, but constantly ending up proving to be the group's biggest coward. I definitely wasn't expecting financial troubles to be a plot point in a Minecraft movie, but he's got them. I also wasn't expecting the recent loss of a parent forcing an older sibling into a parental role for their younger sibling as a plot point, but that's here too. Emma Myers is Natalie, who's one of the more level-headed characters, but she's a bit stressed to worrying about her younger brother Henry. She basically has to raise on her own now as a young adult. As for Henry, Sebastian Hansen does a good job playing the group's brains, a creative kid who started to feel a bit outcast due to his creativity. Henry proves himself quite mature when teamed up with Steve and Garrett for a lot of the movie, calling out Garrett for detouring them to the mines, almost getting them killed, and swiping the orb from Henry's safekeeping as part of his deal with Steve to bring Riches back to Earth to fix the situation. Lastly is Danielle Brooks as Dawn, who is unfortunately a bit underdeveloped in the cast. However, she gets some fun moments, a good bit of snark, and provides some emotional support to the stressed out Natalie. That's the main crew, and they've got some good dynamics overall. Especially considering the ending, I honestly wouldn't be super opposed to a sequel with this group again. Maybe a chance to flesh them out more, since they all could have used just a bit more to their characters, especially Dawn. In terms of antagonists and side characters, Rachel House voiced Malgosha, leader of the Piglins, and she was pretty fun. Her whole excuse for hating creativity is just because her dance routine at Nether's Got Talent was ridiculed, and she just goes full unapologetically evil after that. I'm honestly surprised there wasn't any attempt to redeem her. She just tries and fails 3 times in a row to stab Steve and then passes out. I wasn't sure what to think of a character named General Chungus in a movie released in 2025, and I sure wasn't expecting him to be a chill surfer bro who legitimately says he's going to unalive Steve. He's voiced by the director Jared Hess, so I guess that's a fun cameo. One of the highlights I saw people mention was Jennifer Coolidge as Vice Principal Marlene and her romance with Nitwit. Honestly, yeah, kinda hilarious. And then there's a handful of other side characters, but eh. And I'll touch on cameos and stuff later. So, the story. Was it tropey? Yeah, maybe a bit. Were there some plot holes? Yeah, some. Did they homage the game mechanics exactly or bend the rules? A bit of both. The day-night cycle is 20 minutes just like in the game, though it doesn't seem to have much effect. I think they were in constant daylight for more than 10 minutes at some points. I have no idea how Steve knew the Illagers had another Earth crystal, or how they even had one, since the only other one was the one Steve found in the mine in Chuckless, Idaho. Steve shouldn't have been able to get Elytras. He never went to the Nether before being captured, so he couldn't have gotten Blaze Rods, so we couldn't have gone to the end unless he found a 12-eye portal, which is stupid rare. The Ender and giving Henry a hallucination of the others berating him, except Dawn, probably because the two of them barely interacted, seem to go against what the Endermen are supposed to do, but they do cause static on the screen when you fight them in Minecraft dungeons. That scene's forgiven anyway because they snuck in a Herobrine reference. And if it was an accident, well, that just makes it even better. He lives, and there's nothing you can do to stop him. A lot of the plot on the Minecraft side was very similar to Minecraft Legends, right down to using the Orb of Dominance's power to blot out the sun and spread netherwort so the piglins can invade the overworld. The Orb of Dominance also didn't seem super consistent to its previous appearances in Dungeons and Legends, though this is an alternate reality that includes Earth. The planet, not the spin-off game. Something I want to highlight, I really liked Steve's line to Malgosha at the end of the final battle. It is harder to create than to destroy. That's why cowards tend to choose the deuce. Deuce meaning second. Overall, the story was maybe a bit basic, but honestly, it did its job pretty well, and had a good message about creativity. Keep in mind, this is just one possible Minecraft movie. That's why they called it a Minecraft movie instead of the Minecraft movie. Now, even if you've got some criticisms with the general plot, how about the fact that this movie is genuinely kinda hilarious? Like, it's not the Lego movie, or the Lego Batman movie, or the Lego Movie 2, or heck, maybe not even the Lego Ninjago movie, but dang it, this one had me busting a gut quite a bit. Mostly due to the absurdity. This movie should be the new face of TV tropes' refuge and audacity trope. Possibly the craziest thing I never expected was the full man sandwich. I thought someone was joking when they said Stephen Garrett do a 69 in midair, but nope. Also, let my hips guide you? Oh, they knew what they were doing. This movie's got some stuff for the adults in the audience, which I appreciate on behalf of all the parents being forced to watch this one. You'll get some chuckles. Alright, cameos and ending stuff time. A few YouTubers got cameos in the storage auction scene. There's DanTDM, LD Shadow Lady, Mumbo Jumbo, and Alphamao. I'd say that's a good mix of YouTubers who have been going for a good long while and are still at it, even though I personally have zero interest in Alphamao's content. I guess Valkyrie was also supposed to be there, but got cut out for calling out Jason Momoa's on-set behavior, which sucks. Apparently he was getting frustrated, but he shouldn't be a jerk because of it, and shouldn't cut someone from the movie for calling that out. Let's strive to hold celebrities accountable for their behavior, okay? Anyway, Jeb got a cameo as a waiter at the restaurant. That was neat, but I was disappointed in some of my friends for not knowing who he was. I guess Mojang's creative director, Torfi Franz Olafsson, also made a cameo at the end in Natalie's self-defense class. Nitwit ended up speaking English in the mid-credit scene, voiced by Matt Berry. I would have loved Dan Lloyd from Element Animation, but a big-name actor with a significant British accent is also funny. Considering the panda birth earlier in the movie establishing how love mode and breeding work, when pixel hearts started appearing around Marlene, I half expected hearts to appear around Nitwit and then a villager-human hybrid baby would spawn, preferably off-screen. Honestly, missed opportunity, that would have been disturbingly hilarious. The movie ends with one last surprise that most people expected. Steve returns to his old home to find someone else having moved in. A red-headed woman in a green shirt named Alex. So is she the one who put the Orb of Dominance in the Atari Cosmos box? Does she have a Cosmos or does Steve? That thing literally never released! Anyway, Alex is voiced by Kate McKinnon, but physically played by Alice May Connolly. I wonder who will play her in the sequel. Oh yeah, I'm sure they want to do a sequel. Steve returns to his house to get stuff from a chest in the attic, and Alex guesses that before he mentions it, so the chest seems important somehow. So, my closing overall thoughts. I had been waiting for this movie for years, but it seemed to be in constant development hell, and the announcement that it'd be live action didn't give much confidence. My hopes plummeted when the first teaser dropped, but as we got closer, I still wanted to see it. I went in with low expectations, but knowing that people said it's unapologetically stupid, and I had a blast. This is no masterpiece, but it sure was entertaining. I had fun reveling in the absurdity of it all, and that was accompanied by some actual quality. It's not as profound as the Lego movie, but it's just some dumb, stupid fun. I would recommend it for Minecraft fans, or anyone looking for an absurd comedy flick. But I'm still waiting for that animated Minecraft series coming to Netflix. Before I go, some last few words. I am Steve. As a child, I yearned for the mines. Ender pearl. They love crushing a loaf. Crafting table. Pink house. Coming in hot. Release. Flint and steel. The nether. Chicken jockey. Sorry, had to get that out of my system. Like, comment, sub, all that YouTube stuff, because I'm almost to 400 subs. 500 and I can start memberships. I just have no idea what to do with them. I'm the Geeky Gamer. See ya.